Hey lovelies, how are you? Hope your day is great. Today I want to show you how to make ojojo. Ojojo is a special delicacy to the Yoruba people of Southwestern Nigeria, in particular the Ijebu people. And to make it, you would need water yam. You'd also need habanero pepper, otherwise known as Scotch bonnet, red pepper, green onions, just to add some color to it, some knorr cubes, either chicken or original, and dried prawns. So let's get into it. So of course you want to peel the yam itself. So here I have a nice short and stubby yam, so it makes my life so much easier. I'm just gonna peel it like I would peel potatoes, which after I would then slice it and then cut it up into chunks. Why? Because it's gonna go into my blender, people. Yes, I'm not using a grater because that takes just too much time. But with a blender, you can actually cut the processing time by half or even 75%. If you have a blender that's strong enough to do it, why not? So I'm gonna show you how I do just that. So now that the yam has been cut and put in water, I'm now taking that the cut yams from the bowl of water and putting them into the blender. At this stage I want to just blend it. I don't have any grater in sight, so that makes my life a lot easier, to be honest. So all you have to do is just blend. Remember, as a rule of thumb, you do not need to add water into the yam, because if you do so, then the batter would not hold. Once you put it in the oil, it would just come apart. That's not what you want. You want a fairly solid ball, that sounded funny, but yes, that's what you want. So when blending, you want to blend it to your desired consistency. My preference is I like it really fine, so I don't like to taste the water yam bits in it, because after all, this is not ikokore, this is ojojo. So it all depends on your preference. If you like to taste a bit of water yam, by all means go for it. So that's all you need to do at this point. So now that the yam has been nicely blended, I'm adding the chopped onions and the chili pepper into the mixture. I've already done that in the food processor. Sorry I didn't show you that while I was doing it, but that's all I've done just to cut time and make it quicker. Now I'm adding the ground dried prawn that I showed you earlier, which I've also ground with the knorr cubes that was earlier shown as well. So I'm just giving it a good mix now. Just mix it with the batter. Make sure that the batter incorporates all the goodness of the onions and the pepper, because really that's what makes it ojojo, to be honest. So give it a nice good mix. And yeah, sometimes you might feel that you need to add more seasoning, because in this case I'm not adding salt, I'm just using the seasoning. So I think I'm going to need a bit more, and of course that would be extra added dried prawns to it as well. All goodness all around. So yes, if you're going to put salt, then do so. If not, then you could just taste to see if you need enough salt and add, but be careful, too much sodium is bad for the health. The next and final step is to heat the pan on the stove, and once it's hot you want to pour in the oil. Personally I think we should use better oil like coconut oil, but whatever you have at this stage would be fine. I've used vegetable oil, don't judge me. Right, so you just want to make sure that the oil is hot enough. Once it is hot enough, you want to start dropping in the batter. Here I'm dropping the batter through the hollow of my thumb and my index finger. You could use a spoon if you want, if that's easier for you, it's less messy, that's all you need to do. Also, you must remember that you shouldn't put too much batter in the oil, because then it's, when you have too much, they suck, in more oil, and you don't want that, because then it becomes soggy. You want to get it nice and crispy. So it's all down to you how you want it. I think I probably had it less crispy, because that's just how I like it. And like you see here, I think I'm adding too much batter into the oil, so I think I suffered a bit of sogginess, but then I returned it back into the oil and refried so I could get it a bit more crispy. So by all means, you have to do what works for you. And as you can see, it's now nice and golden brown. That is the color you're after. Once you get that color, if you want more, then you know, leave it a bit longer. It's not the kind of food that actually gets burnt easily, so you're safe. You know, it takes a while to get to that stage. And if you look at this, you can see that it's a bit colorful. That's what I was going for. The whole reason I added the spring onion, otherwise known as the green onion, is because I just wanted a bit of color to it. So you know, the color of that red onion and the green onion and the red chili pepper just makes it luscious. You know, it makes it appealing to the eyes, but you don't have to. So that's it really. Once it's fried to your taste, you just have to take them out of the oil and put them on a toweled plate. Like you put a kitchen towel over a plate to soak in the excess oil, and that's about it. It is very, very easy. In fact, it's probably the easiest, you know, fried Nigerian food that I've made, because it's easier. It's even easier than akara, to be honest with you. So why not give it a try? You'd enjoy it, honestly. Take my word for it. And that's it. So now I'm going to bring you the final product. So here we have it, babes. This is the ojojo with my homemade gizzard suya and fried plantain called dodo otherwise. And to wash it all down now, to step down, I have my homemade apple juice, nicely chilled with some ice, and of course, you know how it tastes, so yummy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, stay blessed and have so much jojo. Bye.